I met a gypsy.
Some of the shit you guys have to go through to finish the 1000 is just it's insane.
Yeah, the thing I really think is a great story about off-road racing too is it's not just like you were saying, it's Toby, it's Paul, it's their navigators, it's their team. We're all out in this remote. No one's just at the pit wall, even though that's an adventure in itself, but it's like these tentacles of 100 people on your team it takes to race the peninsula run at the Baja 1000, and the stories and the places, the remoteness. It's pretty intense and pretty crazy what everybody's doing out there.
Yeah, and like you think of, I think the whole Drive to Survive thing is pretty played out at this point if you plugged it into, any other sport. But I honestly think the Baja thing, it could work because it's pretty deep, like you said. I mean, multiple chase trucks. Like Chris was telling me that he has his own doctor that flies in the helicopter because there's no medical help out there.
No.
So it's like you have a doctor, the doctor briefs him saying like, you're aware you could die, like doing this medical briefing. It's like, fuck, this is no joke with what these gentlemen are trying to do.
It's pretty crazy for sure. There's, like I said, in the Never Never, there's no one. So you're out there on your own. And that's one thing I think that is why we have so much camaraderie in our sport. Like I race against Toby and Paul, and I race against the Ampudias, I race against Bryce or whatever, but we're all friendly and friends because if it goes sideways, the only people that are coming to save you are your fellow racers that are coming down the track behind you, right? So if you need help's in your competition's truck. We've stopped a number of times over the years to make sure people are okay in crashes and stuff like that and help, and you got to be able to count on each other. So there's a little bit of a different vibe. Buddy Rice, who won the Indy 500, he came and raced the Baja 1000 with us, and I think he won the Indy 500 in 05, and then he came and raced with us in 05, maybe 06. But the first thing happened, we came down to go pre-running. We're going to see the race course for a week or whatever, and we pulled in right next to other teams and camped at their compound. He's like, oh, you're hanging out with the guys you're racing against. I'm like, yeah. They're the only guys that are going to be out there with us. He's like, I get it.
Yeah.
He's like, I get it.
Yeah. And you're going through this incredibly hard thing that I don't think you could relate to. Like, you couldn't transmit the experience to somebody who hasn't done it.
It's tough. If you haven't been out there and done it, it's really tough to explain, especially being in a trophy truck. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to do that. I want to drive. Even guys that we know that have been around the teams, I want to drive. Then you get them in the truck in the passenger seat, and they're like, oh, I'm good. You drive, and I'll get out the next opportunity. Because it's pretty full on. I mean, it's the risk is amazing, but also the ride is amazing. What you're able to go through and at what pace you're able to do it is pretty stunning. I mean, you can't tell people about it. They got to go. So you have to come ride in it. I don't know. Have you been in one yet?
I was in with Toby one
in
a Geyser truck in Australia back in the day.
Yeah, so you got a vibe,
Dude.
The 1,000 horsepower comes to life. And,
what? Jesus.
Yeah.
Just the speed that you can hit those whoops with is pretty ridiculous.
That's usually the thing that, like you're hauling ass and all of a sudden
it's like being in a boat,
right?
Big
holes, and all of a sudden people, you can see them push back in the seat and their arms come up and you're just like, they're like, that doesn't compute.
It's like when you're in a boat and you're like, oh, and then you get your speed up and you get up on the plane, you do. That's pretty much the vibe.
Yeah.
It's like a normal car, you're just like kind of down, and those things are just up on the plane. Just
yeah, you don't touch the bottom of the hole, you just skip right across the top.
Oh, the mental commitment.
You got to be careful though, because every once in a while the truck will go down into them, and that's when it takes more skill, right? It's 80% of the racing is just racing. It's really that 3 to 5% where you're like, oh shit, it's going bad. You got to know what to do, how to fix it, or you're going to be yarded.
Yeah.
So that's it. I think that, like you said, people can come into the sport that haven't trained forever to come into the subclasses and get some training and graduate. But it's pretty open. Like people can come in and race off road and learn the ropes.
Yeah.
In a short amount of time. Maybe they won't be the best, but they can come and be a part of it. That's kind of Score's credo, is there's a class for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think it's kind of the sport where you can also just spend a ton of cash, buy a couple good drivers to,
You could do that for sure. Yeah.
and like you kind of can, like any Yahoo
Yeah.
with a ton of cash can just be like, let's fucking go. Like I got 10 mil to burn, let's do it and
Yeah.
get a couple
Goes quick.
Yeah, two drivers that also rip, and you can actually kind of get in and have a proper play. Just don't think that there's many other high level sports like that.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.